Hi. Once again, episode 5 of the Isolation Blues with me, James Gautier. It's a Jimmy's Potpourri production, in case you guys are thrilled by that. I know I am. Hey, listen, I'm going to try to pretend that people are listening to me. I'm going to try to pretend that I'm not looking at myself in the mirror, talking like some sort of crazy jackass. I hope everybody's what they are. I hope everybody is who there is. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Who are you supposed to be? What are your goals? What are your ambitions? I don't know what the fuck. My ambition is not be depressed for 24 hours at a stretch. Which I know is asking a lot. I'm just doing what I can here. Oh my gosh, Caitlin, how are you? Ugh. So, okay, this is the thing today. I am completely unprepared for this. I did not have any paperwork involved. I have no poems. I have no weird things. I'm just trying to like get used to this, and I want to get people on my show soon. And I have a. I don't talk about that. Well, I'm going to do that. Hopefully by next week, I'll have guests, Caitlin, etc. And if you guys want to help me today by giving me some feedback about maybe a dumb question or a good question or what's going on. Okay, the first thing. Oh, listen to that! Right on. That's exciting. That's sexy sounding, Caitlin. That's awesome. Mm. I know they should get out of the house, wear a mask. Okay, a couple things about the mask are freaking me out. One is my glasses constantly fog up. Two is I can't recognize anybody's smile, which is nice because everybody's got a nice smile now, which is cool. Um, okay, God, I want to try to go through this. Um, what's fucked? It's like you don't get a break from your life when this shit happens or anything like this happens. Like if you were going through hard shit before COVID happened, you're still going through hard shit with COVID on top. It's like COVID is like the icing on the cake of all the bullshit we had to put up to begin with. So thank you, COVID, for that. I appreciate that because luckily my life was together before this happened. Otherwise, I'd be a disaster. Yeah. Yeah, right. I read that too. Wear a mask makes you touch your face more. And here's the weird thing about wearing a mask, right? Okay, here's the weird thing. I'll walk down the street and I'll be conscious of my face itching. And I'll tell myself, well, don't touch your face. But if I don't, then I think about the fact that my face itches and it starts to itch even more. And I have to just like, breathe, man, breathe. Don't touch your face. Hello, Adam. How are you? So this is it tonight, guys. I'm gonna pretend I'm not by myself, looking at myself in the fucking mirror, and I'm just gonna talk. All right. This kind of goes out to Caitlin real quickly because I know I used to see your LA open mics, LA Wine, and I always tell you my duck stories. But I always told you they're too private to tell on stage because it's a private story. My ducks are private. But we're going to open that up a little bit tonight and tell a private duck story. Mm. Other than the fact that I've not had sex with them yet, even though I've wanted to. But the thing I've noticed most recently about ducks is that every step they make, it seems like they're doing it for the very first time. Like it's cool to duck and he'll take a step like he's never took that step before. And it's fantastic because he's teetering on falling, but they never fall. But I like the fact that they like nervous every time, but they do it anyways. That's like I was telling a friend of mine the other day. I like to be a life coach for a duck. I just say, "Go duck, go." Mm. So that's a little. I don't know what the fuck they even talk about, but I like my ducks. I like my duck pond. I try to get out of the house. You don't want to touch your face. Oh yeah, but listen, it's really important to keep your hands clean because that way it gives you more freedom to pick your nose without the worry. Because you don't want to not pick your nose if you have to. What else is going on? I haven't done a cooking show yet, which I want to do soon. I'm going to put this computer in the kitchen in hopefully the next couple of shows, and we'll do a little something. I like to cook a lot. I got a pot of chili on the pan right now. Fruit Loops, fantastic. Madeline, thank you. Mm. I had mentioned before my beautiful array of art behind me. There's my dad when he was in the Marine Corps. There's me as a in my mother's womb. There's me when I was outside my mother's womb. Um, there's other shit. I don't care. All right, give me some thoughts. Help me out here, people. This is hard for me to do. Um, what else is going on? I don't know. It just fucking just sucks, you know. It's like the thing is, we can't. Humans' narcissism is so strong that if we can't figure it out, we have to make it up. And we can't even think about the fact that we don't control shit. Like this fucking pandemic should tell us we're not. And I don't need any spiritual guidance on that. I know we're not in control of it without God. Thank you very much. We can't control nature. These are the same jackass who talk about chemtrails. All the exhaust, you fuck. Yeah. Mm. And yes, we went to the moon. And yes, potatoes are fantastic, by the way, in a variety of ways. Fried, baked, chips, they're all good. Garlic fries, sweet potato fries. Mm. Having my I've had 2 beers since COVID. I don't know. It's like you don't want to get the rabbit hole of smoking pot all the fucking time and watching too much fucking porno. It fucking depresses the shit after a while. You got to know when. You know, you got to know when to do the porno. You got to know when to do the weed. Sometimes at the same time, it's okay, but you gotta don't fucking because it's too easy to just be bored to fucking death and stoned and shit and watching Germans piss on each other. Limited entertainment value. Mm. Although I do like the storylines. I like the storylines better than the sex because it just sounds so wild to me that that could happen. Yeah, I want my stepsister to walk by me in the bathroom and see me naked, and all of a sudden she has a strong desire to have sex with me. It's never happened to me before, but that's all right. All right. What else is going on? I don't know. I'm worried about people in my life that I care about, especially ones that don't live in California. I think there's like, it costs more to live here, but I think we're paying for some of the sanity. I mean, it seems to, I don't know. There's other places, I don't know. I don't know. We can't control Mother Nature. We can't control this fucking pandemic. And it's just a shit joke to have fucking Trump the president at the same time. It's well, you know, I don't believe in karma, but if you're gonna have a phony businessman game show host become the president, we kind of deserve a pandemic. Hey, here you go. Have fun with this idea. That's wild. What the hell else is going? I got fucking. You guys gotta help me out. I got a lot of time still. I listen to. I'm listening to a lot of Bob Dylan lately. I'm also listening to a lot of Sun Ra and Gershwin and blues and a lot of Grateful Dead. Fuck, I'm so glad I discovered the Grateful Dead like 35 years ago because they haven't let me down yet. Thank you, Grateful Dead. Shit. Ooh. I want to tell you a love story. I don't know if it's just too much light. This is all right, right? All right. You guys want to hear a love story? Give me some feedback. Would you like to hear a love story? Hey there, with your nose in the air. Hey there. Um, yeah, okay. All right. I was living in Hollywood and I was listening to Ray Charles really loudly while practicing my violin. And I look out my window and there's a girl in the window in the hotel across the way playing a bass violin, a viola, with a very scantily clad outfit on. And I was, you know, we're like both fully exposed to each other in the fact that our windows were both wide open, and we saw each other, and we like got turned on by the fact that we're both sitting around in our underwear. But we also got turned on, but we're both playing string instruments and cranking music. And she was mostly naked. She was very sexy, and I enjoyed looking at her, and I enjoyed her music. And then the next night, I came home, and she was equally scantily clad, and the window was open. We're talking across the parking, across from the hotel. The building is about 30 feet, so we can like chat, you know, yell at each other. And it was funny. We flirted back and forth, and she was mostly naked, and she's had great taste in music. And then I said, "Hey, do you want to see my dick?" And she laughs, and I'm crazy. And I go, "Oh, I think you're really hot." Yada yada, all shit. Yeah. So I showed her my dick, but she didn't do anything. She just laughed, and thought it was funny. And nothing happened. And then I came home the next night, and she would leave her shades open enough to like for me to enjoy what I was looking at because she was really fucking beautiful, but a little chubby, but just sexy as fuck and like dirty, man, just fun and fucking dirty. And I remember going to home in anticipation, just the idea of maybe seeing her scantily clad outfit across the way and playing viola. Yeah. But after the third or fourth time I saw her going into that hotel, she had numerous guests coming over of the male persuasion to her hotel room on a regular basis, like different dudes, like regularly, like hourly, you know. Which, by the way, didn't necessarily disappoint me. It actually kind of turned me on. So I thought, oh, she's wild and she plays viola and she has to pay for her hotel room somehow. So it was like kind of turned me on, and I'd go back and it fucking I got to the point where I knew she was like a hooker violinist, which by the way is like a great fucking name for a band. But I was like really anticipating. I developed a crush on her, you know, and we'd flirt back and forth all the fucking time. And I was like, this chick's like hot and weird and plays music and she's probably a whore and I like whores and it was just fucking crazy. And I kept going back and one night I got back and she wasn't there. It was taken over by these other young women or these women, and I was like, and they were like, you know, sort of flirty, but I didn't know her. I was nervous. My other girl left, and I was like disappointed. But as one girl reaches out from the window on the balcony and goes, "Hey, you're looking for some company?" You know, and she was really fucking cute, you know. And I said, "Yeah, I'm looking for some company." And I knew that she wanted to take some of my money for my company. So I said, well, how much? And she goes like, I don't know, 150. And I said, well, how about 100? She goes, okay. And so I ended up like, mm. I ended up like meeting her downstairs and having to walk to the ATM machine. And it was okay. You know, she was cute and I knew I was going to have sex. And I went back to my apartment and I had a piano in my apartment. So she gets into my apartment and sees the piano and she starts playing the fucking piano like she knew what she was doing. I was like, my God, this chick's fucking awesome. The first chick was like a violin or viola playing hooker, and this chick's like a classical pianist hooker, and it was like, I can't fucking believe this shit. We're all fucking dreams, like a dream. It was fucking flipping me out. She sits down and starts playing the piano, and I'm like, hey, listen, can I put my dick in your mouth while you're playing the piano? And she goes, yeah, which is a total turn on because she's playing like Mozart and sucking my dick, and it was like fucking a weird flip, you know. And I kept thinking, man, we don't leave, you know. And she got shy when she wanted me to close the window because her fellow compatriots would see her having sex with me. And she gave me her real phone number and her real name, and she called me like a week later from like Texas and shit. I was like, fuck, you know. That was like an LA love story. That's a true story. It's weird. You know, you're like, I don't know. I said it too quick, or I don't know if you guys even heard me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This whole thing is like embarrassing, man. This whole fucking COVID shit. I'm just trying to keep performing because I would go insane if I don't. I'm already insane already. Mm. So, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I want to get this thing with this Twitch thing where I can go on all my websites at the same time and start inviting guests. And I have a tutorial tomorrow, hopefully, to get it done, which I'm looking forward to, hopefully having that figured out. I have this little book of like weird jokes and poems next to me. Not poems, but like weird jokes, but I don't want to touch them tonight. I'll map this out later. But I like my background. I like my folks behind me. I got a new one. I don't know if I can get to it. I don't know if I can reach around. My sister Suzanne sent me. It's the wrong way. Excuse me. It's kind of cool, my art, right? But oh, that's what it is. The Elvis Costello poster on the corner there. Can't really see it, but that's the new one my sister Suzanne sent me. That's sweet. So I saw, yeah, it was the Elvis Costello at early Strictly Bluegrass in San Francisco. By the way, Elvis Costello, who my friend who sang with me a couple times, sang with him on the album and got a Grammy award for it. Background vocals for a Grammy award winning album. I'm proud of her. And I'm happy for her. God, this is like really fucking easy to fall into this fucking, and well, okay. I don't believe in the end of the world, but I do believe in new beginnings and endings of different civilizations. You know anything about world history? It's happened before. It's happened before, man. time. This ain't the only time we've had like pandemics or weird, terrible shit happen. And the reason why the Black Plague killed so many people in Europe, by the way, because they didn't know how to fucking wash their hands. They didn't fucking bathe. Well, that's cool. Hey, folks. Oh, Steven, hey, good looking at you. Thanks. There we are. Yeah, I'm just chilling today, Steve. I'm just winging it tonight. And it's good because you guys are going to help me. Hey, listen, anybody can hear me. Ask me a question or give me a suggestion, and I'll try to talk about it. I have my harmonica to play a little harp soon. I don't. I want to meet my guy. He's my guy playing with me tonight. I don't know who he is. Oh, Luis Gonzalez. Cool. So I got that. That's good. Yeah. So you guys give me a suggestion what I should talk about. Ask me something. Mm. Mm. This is a Foster's beer, by the way. $1.39 at Rite Aid. Yeah, I'm worried about the girls at Rite Aid. I'm worried about the guys at McDonald's. All these people. I care about these fucking people. I don't know who they are really, but I do care about them. I don't want anybody to get sick. It's like, but again, I don't. It's just a twisted joke that fucking Trump's the president during a pandemic. It's like a sick fucking joke, and I don't. It's not funny. We're the punchline. Fuck. What have I enjoyed recently? Yeah, I said before. I enjoyed some movies. I ended up. I watch. I like corny fucking romantic movies sometimes because I like thinking that love is real. I mean, I know it is, you bastards, you people that get couples and stuff. That's awesome. I feel sorry for the couples that are hate each other before the COVID happened up and they hadn't moved out yet, or they're too lazy to move out, and now they can't. Now they're like, oh shit, yeah, yeah. And I also feel sorry for these fuckers who already think life's already over before COVID showed up, and I don't give a shit at all. It's like these fucking homeless folks that are crack smokers, and they're like, if I'm mumbling too much, or talking too quick, you can't hear me. Let me know, okay? Um, What's the worst meal you've ever eaten? Oh, that's a good question. All right. Well, I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of worst meals, but I'm going to give you one that I didn't think would be the worst because I had a great care and I fixed it myself. I made a pea soup one time years ago. I made it since then quite well. But this is like the first time I did like a homemade pea soup with the dry peas, ham hock, the whole thing. So I read a recipe, which I'll very rarely do now, but I had a recipe and it said put a lemon in your pea soup. So I chopped up the lemon like it was an onion or something like this, right? So I didn't peel it. I chopped the onion up and used the peelings and the lemon, in the soup. So all day, early evening, the soup smelled fantastic. It was fucking like bubbly with like ham and smells, all that shit. And I got it. Here we go. I'm answering your question about the meal. Uh, I put a lemon peel in pea soup, and what happened was the pea soup got bitter as fuck. Like it smelled good, but I couldn't eat it because it was so fucking bitter. So that was the worst meal I've ever. Not the worst. It was the most highly anticipated quality meal that turned into fucking shit. So I have so many fucking bad meals. What the worst meal I've ever had? Well, I'll tell you something I don't like at all. Cold rice salad is unnecessary. Please, it's like the Julie Child thing said. The California of recipes, the Californication of recipes. Like when they took you don't eat French fries all the time, but they're better when they're fried in fucking pork fat because they're hotter and fucking yummier. You just don't live on them. I like junk food, but I can't live on it. But I do like it now and then. Tonight it's chili, beer, cornbread. What else I got here? All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take a little. I don't know how long of a break because you never can tell. I can't tell if I'm gonna play a little harmonica. We'll come back and talk a little bit more. You guys have been great. Get me through this first 19 minutes. I hate not only do I not know I'm talking to anybody, I'm weird by myself, but also the clock is banging me on the head, telling me the whole time what's going on. So it's like it's spooky and fucked up. But I'm gonna play a little bit of harmonica. We'll talk a little more after that. I'll bid you guys adieu. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll have more poems. I want to read Edgar Allan Poe. I've written okay. What's really fucked up about this COVID also is I'm a big reader. Like anybody who knows me well, I read a book all the time. I'm never not reading like a novel or a historical novel or a biography or an autobiography. I'm always reading. But since this fucking COVID, I just haven't done much reading. It's like I can't wrap my mind around my head's spinning around too much. I'm not sure, but I'm not reading, but I am writing. So I guess it's a balance. And I've also read a lot. So I'll get back to it. Just that I can't concentrate on reading right now for some reason. And I tried. But I'm going to play a little bit, then we'll talk a little bit more, and then I'll say goodbye. But in the meantime, this is C harp. Ran out of beer, ran out of fears, ran out of love when it was too late. Too late, too late, too late, too late, too late to say I love you. It's too late, too late, too late, too late to say I love you. It's too late to say I love you. It's to say fuck you, but it's too late to say I love you. We are, we are, each one of us, just one of us. I used to be really angry about being an atheist, but I no longer am, believe it or not. I'm still an atheist, I'm just not angry about it. I used to be an angry atheist, but I became more of a one guy. Like we are all one. Doesn't make a difference what you believe in, because we all believe the fucking same. You know, we all get fucking pandemics and herpes sores and shit. You know, we all spend too much time being lonely. We all spend too much time with our weird Luis Gonzalez fucking thing. Um, yeah, I grew up in Wilmette, Illinois, just north of Chicago, just north of Evanston. I grew up with a father named Harold and mother named Dorothy. When I was a kid, sometime one of my older brothers and sisters asked me who Mr. McCrae was. I think it was McCrae. I can't remember anybody's name. My uncle and my aunt's last name I didn't know, and they laughed at me because I didn't know their last names. His name was Uncle Jimmy and Aunt Joan. I'll get too personal with those fucking people. But brush your teeth twice a day at least, even during this fucking COVID. Keep your hands clean and avoid too much German porn. It becomes like weirdly addicting and it's not a positive addiction. You know, listen, there's always so much pleasure you get out of it. What is cool about the COVID and pornography is neither one discriminate. You know, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Feel that, hear that, buzz that. I'm not as paranoid as I used to be about it. Like when it first kicked in about a month into it, I got really paranoid. I'm still paranoid about it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, sometimes paranoia, a little paranoia, it might save your fucking life. So it's okay. Just still live. Go out. You know, avoid people. Go out. I like my neighbor because I can go out and avoid people, but not feel like a weirdo because there's some space to stretch out here, so it's okay. Um, I want to get my printer fixed. I want to shave a dog. I don't want a new dog. I like my dog. I like my cat. Hope you guys are well. I'm just trying to round this last 2 minutes. Thanks for tuning in, Madeline, Steve, Caitlin, whoever else might have. I want to add more to it. Add more structure, you know, as the shows go on. Because my goal is to make it at least an hour show. But I did the first one for like an hour by myself, and I thought I was going to die afterwards. I don't mean that literally, just emotionally, because it was so emotionally draining. This is so emotionally draining. This is my. You can't tell, but this is where I live. Right? It's kind of cool, like this all this arty farty shit. You know, this is like